Congratulations.
It's the Breakfast Club 10-year anniversary.
10 years.
10 years of the Breakfast Club.
Doing your thing.
Doing what you're doing.
And being honest with it.
You had a job for 10 years. Everything's Gucci over there.
Wow. 10 years. Shout out to the best doing it, man.
Hold up. Damn.
Y'all getting old. Y'all been holding it down for 10 years.
DJ Envy, Angela Yee, and Charlamagne the God.
Man, y'all been together longer than some people have been married. I'm proud of y'all.
The voice of the culture.
Peace, love, and let's go to 20 years.
Congratulations.
Good morning, USA.
Yo. Good
morning, Angela Yee.
Good morning, DJ Envy.
Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet. It's Thursday.
Yes, it's Thursday. Good morning.
Good morning. What's happening out there in these streets?
Not much. How's everything with everybody?
I'm blessed, black, and highly favored, my brother. Happy to be here. Another day above ground.
That's right.
Who can complain?
That's right.
Why do we say that, though? Why do we say another day above ground? Because there might be people.
You're alive.
But they might be up in heaven looking down on us like, we ain't above ground.
No, they way above. They
Our,
above the sky.
our bodies are there, but we living. What you talking about? You know, we say that, but it's just like,
don't try to confuse me so early.
It's
in the
not
morning,
a confusing. Man. It's just, let's think broader
just
about these statements that we use.
Hi, everybody.
No, I'm happy to be here. Thank you, God, for another day of life.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
What's happening?
I'm patiently waiting for my last baby to come to meet so I can meet my last baby.
You say 6. Every single time you say this the last one.
This the last one.
You said that last time.
I'm getting snip, clip, whatever I got to do. This is going to be the last one.
Yeah, my wife want me to get snipped too.
Yeah, this is going to be the last one. This is it. I'm patiently waiting. Baby's
I don't know if
position.
I want to get snipped though. I might just do the male birth control or something.
What's that?
I don't know. Don't they got something? I saw something the other day.
Yeah, we could put it. It's like a little spa thing, and you put it in some hot water. Or something.
Oh no, I ain't boiling my balls. I heard about. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. But my wife do want me to get snipped.
Yeah, the pull-out method don't work for me.
Does the snip work though?
It's not 100%. Not 100%.
See, I don't want to do no surgery. That's not 100%. What's the percentage?
I don't know. Cromartie, shout out to the Cromarties.
He got snipped and had 2 more.
He got snipped and had 3 more.
But you know what though? I don't
he had another one.
I don't ever compare my sperm to Antonio Cromartie. His is just different.
Sperm.
Drop on the clues bombs for Antonio Cromartie.
You're right.
How many kids you got?
11, I think.
No, more than that.
13.
I don't remember.
Y'all just making up things now.
No, he got a lot.
You don't know how many.
All I'm saying is his sperm different. His sperm won't be denied. That's super sperm for real. People throw that term around, but no, he got it.
Yeah.
It says as of August 27th, what I'm reading is he has 14 kids.
14 kids.
We were close.
And he had 2 after he got snipped.
Y'all was just throwing out any numbers.
So I think he had 3 after he had snipped.
Well, either way, I don't compare my situation to him. He's different. Okay.
All right.
I need the regular people out there who've been snipped with regular sperm like us.
Let us know.
Not the super sperm like Antonio Cromartie. Let us know how that went. Because my wife definitely wants me to get snipped after she just had our 4th.
Yeah, I need to get snipped. Make sure that, no more. All right, well. All right, let's get the show cracking. Front page news, what we talking about?
Well, let's talk about a Capitol rioter who hit an officer. He's a New Jersey gym owner. He punched a police officer. We'll tell you what his sentence was.
30 days, probably.
Nah, he got a little more than that. And also, get it off your chest, all right? If you got a vent this morning, phone lines are wide open. We'll start taking calls a little early. 800-585-1051. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. All right. Now, usually they have the games and the scores and everything in front of me, but today, nothing. But so let's get right to front page news. I know it's Thursday Night Football tonight. Somebody's playing tonight. I'm not sure. You know who's playing tonight, Charlamagne?
I don't know.
Off the top of your head?
No, I thought maybe you did. All right. Thanks, guys. All right, let's start. What else we got?
All right. Well, YouTube starting today, they are making dislike counts private. So you can still dislike a video, but only creators will be able to see those numbers on the back end. They want to actually curb hate mobs from mass disliking a video because they have a problem with the person who posted it rather than the content itself.
Man, y'all too late.
What do you mean? What, for disliking?
Yeah, no, I'm saying that feature's too late. You know how many people done got their narratives changed, reputations blemished because of those hate mobs? We know that's what the game is. That's what people do.
Just disliking videos?
Yes, we know this. That's old news. We know that's what happens.
It's funny because I never pay attention to that. But I also don't even look at comments. I just watch a video if I need to.
I mean, you see it though, because you'll just see, one person just get attacked, and it looks so obvious.
Yeah.
Something that looks like bots, like, and you can see it.
All right, now let's talk about these Capitol rioters. A New Jersey gym owner, Scott Fairlamb, he's 44. He punched a police officer during the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. He was sentenced yesterday to more than 3 years in prison. He's the first person to be sentenced for assaulting a law enforcement officer during the Capitol riot. So right now, his 41-month prison term is the longest among 32 riot-related sentences that have been handed down so far. But this is going to guide other judges. They're now sentencing rioters who clashed with the police, and they said it was significant that his sentencing was the first for assaulting an officer. So there's more guilty pleas. So he did plead guilty.
Those punishments are not strong enough.
Oh, that's how wild they went through a government building, tried to take over a government
No.
building.
Call it what it is.
A cop.
There was an attempted coup of the American government.
And they only got 3 years?
3 years, and he punched a police officer?
That's wild.
Come on, man. It's black people in jail doing 15, 20 years for weed.
Now he said, I take full responsibility for what I did that day. That's not who I am.
That's
That's
wild.
not who I
That's
was
exactly
raised
who you
to
are.
be.
Yo, that's not those punishments aren't strong enough.
Not at all.
That doesn't deter somebody from doing it again.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I would think at least, I would say minimum 15
And think about
years.
it. 3 years, and then what you got to do, 85% of your time? So he'd be out in 2 and change?
For assaulting a police officer after doing an attempted coup of this country. That's the punishment that
So
people
you
get
can break
killed
into
for.
the Capitol, you can attack police officers, punch them in the face,
Get
people
2 years
die.
and keep it moving.
And you get 3 years.
All right, well, that is your front page news.
And Ravens Dolphins tonight. That's who's playing.
Ravens Dolphins. All right. All right, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open. Call us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed.
So you better have the same energy.
We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Hello, hi. Oh my God, I can't believe I got through. Good morning, Breakfast Club, and
Good morning.
Charlamagne.
Peace, Queen.
Thank you all for everything that you do. Oh my God, I just want to shout out all the U.S. Army veterans out there. I am a U.S. Army veteran.
Happy Veterans Day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I want to talk about, thank you, part of mental health. I got out of the Army, and after 2 years of fear and doubt, I launched my boutique, Sasha's House. The house is spelled Haus in German because that was my first duty station, and I launched it on Veterans Day last year. It hasn't been easy, but I'm finding joy through the process. And, you know, basically my sister and I, we just made the choice to live consciously and to chase our goals and live intentionally.
That's right.
And so she also has a podcast. It's called Incommensurable Podcast. It's pushing the idea that we all are unique and we have to think for ourselves always. And I just want to share with you. I'm so nervous, guys.
You have no reason to be. I love your mission statement. And by the way, that's not an idea that we all are unique. We definitely all are unique. None of our DNAs are the same.
Absolutely. I want to share with you.
Your phone breaking up.
Is chopped up. Hold on a second, Mama. And happy Veterans Day to all the veterans. Veterans
Absolutely.
out there. Hello, who's this?
Morning, this is Jerome.
Jerome, what's up? Good morning, man. Get off your chest.
Good morning, Charlamagne. Good
Peace,
morning,
King.
Angela.
Good morning.
I don't know. I just remember a couple of months back, DJ Envy said you don't know no brothers with no cats, man.
With no what?
Cats.
Cats.
Oh.
Animals. Cats. But yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know I have two cats and a dog. And the name's Ike, Tina, and Turner. And you can follow them on Instagram right now.
I love cats.
No, I don't mess with cats.
I'd rather have a cat than have a dog.
They're a lot more low maintenance.
Nah, dog protects the crib. That's
and cats make sure you don't have bugs or rodents.
And another thing, I had called a couple weeks ago, and I was talking about the little girl and the period or whatever, and I wanted to apologize to DJ Envy because I told him that I wasn't, because he didn't understand what I was saying, but that was it. And I want to wish y'all happy holidays and everything else.
All right,
Same
King.
to you, brother.
We grew up with cats in our house, though. We had 3 cats and a dog.
Nah, we never had no cats. We always had dogs.
My wife had a cat growing up.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with people who like cats.
My wife's parents.
I just said I don't know anybody. If I say I don't know, I just don't know any men with cats. That's all I say.
I don't know no men with cats.
What's wrong with being a man who has a cat? Because honestly, they are low maintenance. They are low maintenance. You could leave a cat in the house for like 3 days and they'll be okay.
Mike Tyson had a white tiger. That's the closest person I know to have a cat.
I don't know.
Let's shout out to all the guys with cats out there.
There you go. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
I'm dialing. Hey, what you doing, man? I'm dialing. I'm calling you.
This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Hi, it's Jada from Irvington again.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Get it off your chest.
I don't have anything to get off my chest this morning. I just wanted to give a shout out to my boyfriend Corey and just tell him I love him.
Okay, no problem, Mama.
And good morning, you guys. I listen to you guys every day, and I love you, Charlamagne, for always keeping it real.
I love you more. Thank you very much.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, it's Tisha from Texas. Good morning.
Tisha from Texas. Get it off your chest, Mama.
Okay, so Charlamagne, it's a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you get your chair that you do on your show from The Voice? Every time I look at you on television, I'm looking for John Legend and the rest of them to come and spin that chair around.
You talking about?
Where's Charlotte get that chair?
Well, I got a new chair. She talking about my late night talk show, The God's Honest Truth, on Comedy Central every Friday night at 10. I got a new one now. It's black. It's all black now. Does it still look the same to you?
No, I didn't see it last week. So do we get a new show tomorrow as well?
Yes, we got a new show tomorrow. Tomorrow on the show, our guests are Ed Sheeran and Soulja Boy. And we're talking about American fake patriotism. All these fake patriots out here.
Anytime Soulja is on anything, it's going to be good. Okay, so wait. I want to flex in front of my friends. I bought your first book, so I need you to send me whatever you got so I can walk around the house and say, oh, yeah, Charlamagne sent me
I'm
that.
going to send you a whole package. I got Dr. Rita Walker's The Unapologetic Guide to Black Mental Health up here. I got Tamika Mallory's State of Emergency. I'm going to send you a whole package. I got you.
Hold on, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you for watching the show, too, man. Make sure you tune in every Friday night at 10 p.m. on Comedy Central. And you can stream it on Paramount+.
Hello, who's this? Hey.
Hello?
Hey, good morning. Get it off your chest.
Hey, no, I want to comment on that that sentence you said they just gave old boy. 3 years, 41 months for that.
Yep.
I don't care if you put it online. They gave me 10 years for assault and battery upon a police officer.
See? Wow. That's what I'm saying.
Wow. What year? When was this?
This was in but 6 years. But 6 years ago, they gave me 10 years and they suspended 5.
Wow. See what I'm saying?
Gloucester County up in Virginia.
Let me ask you a simple question.
My name is Craig Jones.
Craig,
why put it online?
Craig, why you think you got 10 years and that Capitol rioter only got 3?
Because I'm black.
That's right, and he's white.
And I was in a racist county.
Yeah, but
Gloucester, Virginia.
My friend got a year for threatening a police horse.
In Virginia. And the thing about it is, I got indefinite probation. That means I got probation on my head for the rest of my life.
Yep.
And that man, they did an attempted coup of this country. That's treason.
That man should have got more time than that.
Yes.
Absolutely. Thank you, brother.
15, 20 easily.
Absolutely.
Because you got to send a message to other people out there who may want to do attempted coups of this country. You got to throw the book at them.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But, I mean, it's not crazy. It's America.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. Now we got rumors on the way?
Yes, and prayers to Terrence J. He had a horrifying experience outside of his house. We'll tell you about it.
All right, we'll get to that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. This is The Rumor Report with Angela Yee. On The Breakfast Club.
So listen up.
Man, now this is a horrifying experience. Terrence J. was reportedly a victim of an attempted robbery. This happened early in the morning, about 3 a.m., outside of his house in L.A. Now, during this reported attempted robbery, he was with an unidentified passenger. They were leaving Hollywood. They got blocked in by an SUV. It was filled with masked men after he got to his driveway. According to a police source, one of the alleged perpetrators tried to get him out of his vehicle at gunpoint, but he somehow managed to drive off. He told police he was then followed by the alleged suspects, and they shot at him as well. So following that, he was able to flag down a highway patrol officer who notified the LAPD. And fortunately, he is unharmed.
Did they catch the guys?
They have not yet. So they now have they have released a bulletin actually prior to that, warning residents about the alarming crime rate. They're calling these follow home robberies, where victims are targeted. They leave an upscale setting, then they're followed home by individuals who are trying to rob them.
Salute to our guy, Terrence J, man.
Terrence J.
I mean, but Joe, listen, it's that season. I'm telling you, after the pandemic last year, it's a lot of people out here in these streets hurting. Those PPP loans done dried up, that unemployment done dried up, and it's the holiday season, so please be on alert.
Yeah, and be very careful. Look at your surroundings. We all know somebody up here that happened to in New York. So just be very careful. Watch your surroundings. Don't go the same way home every day. I know it sounds stupid and repetitive, but make sure you change your routine all
and
the
stop
time.
Flossing on social media. That's the other thing, too. Like I'm telling you, them same wolves that's out there doing things like that, they're watching your Instagram, and they waiting for you to make a mistake. They looking at you like a lick. Like, stop flaunting in front of people, man.
All right, so the suspects are 4 black males dressed in all black clothing, and they were driving a silver Jeep Cherokee, if anybody has any information.
That's horrible, man.
I know, and that's scary to even go home after that. Because now,
how do you live in that house?
Right, that's a difficult thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and our prayers out to Shensia as well. She's in the hospital, and she revealed this on Instagram yesterday. We don't know why, and she hasn't disclosed what's going on, but she does have a lot of appearances coming up. So if you were looking forward to seeing Shensia in the next couple of days, just know that she's had to cancel some of those appearances. So shout out to Shensia, of course, wishing her well. And The Hype, the streetwear competition series that's on HBO Max, has been renewed for season 2.
Okay.
Offset and his crew of fashion co-signers are going to be back in effect. So on season 1, it was A$AP Ferg, Cardi B, Dapper Dan, Wiz Khalifa, and other people were some of the guests on the show.
Mm-hmm.
And so all of the items, by the way, sold out within 24 hours of the episode's release after that show of streetwear designers.
Well, congrats to my guy, Speedy, man. Dropping the clues bombs for Speedy. Speedy is one of the hosts of The Hype, so I'm happy for them getting that season 2, man.
And shout out to my girl, Ricky Hughes, who's also the producer on that show.
Ricky!
Dope.
Ricky!
Ricky is the first black woman to receive an Emmy for Outstanding Variety Special for Netflix's Dave Chappelle special.
Nice.
So she's the showrunner. All right, and Casanova has been hit with an attempted murder charge while he's in jail.
Yikes.
So these allegations come from an October 2020 shooting outside of King of Diamonds in Miami. According to the New York Post, there was an altercation that ensued after a bystander allegedly called out Casanova for throwing the wrong gang sign. Prosecutors say the rapper then asked the rival gang member, "You want to die tonight?" And then his associate opened fire, wounding the man and another person outside of the venue. Authorities did confiscate the phone, and they found text messages where he bragged about the attack. He had messages saying, "Killed the N-word last night, SMH. It's on the news. 2 of them. I only shot twice, meaning I ain't missed a shot. Greatest shot in the world. You trying to challenge me? LOL."
He said that where he said that?
On text messages. And that the person that said that on the text messages was Casanova's associate, though, not Casanova. But according to the reports, Casanova said to the rival gang member, "You want to die tonight." So these are just allegations. And Casanova has maintained his innocence while he is in jail.
Man,
yeeks.
All right. Well, I'm Angela Yee, and that is your Rumor Report.
All right. Thank you, Miss Yee. Now, when we come back, we got front page news. What are we talking about?
Yes, let's talk about Kyle Rittenhouse. He was on the stand crying. We'll give you an update.
All right. We'll get into that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Angela here, talking about my friends at the General Insurance. They offer flexible payment plans and the ability to choose your payment date. Plus, they let you choose how you pay, whether that's with cash, card, or a check. Call 800-GENERAL or visit thegeneral.com to learn more today. Some restrictions apply.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get some front page news. Now, in Thursday Night Football, the Dolphins take on the Ravens tonight. Now, what else we got, Yeezy?
Well, let's talk about what's going on with Kyle Rittenhouse. He testified yesterday that he was under attack when he killed 2 men and wounded a third. Now, this was during a night of protest in Kenosha. He's saying he didn't do anything wrong and that he defended himself. He's 18 now. He was only 17 last year when this happened, and he even started crying while he was on the stand, and he was crying so hard that the judge ended up calling a break.
Once I take that step back, I look over my shoulder, and Mr. Rosenbaum was now running from my right side, and I was cornered from in front of me with Mr. Zeminski, and there were 3 people right there. That's where I run.
Time for our break anyway. You can just relax for a minute, sir.
Insane.
Yeah, I see the testimony.
Okay. Not one tear fell, and there's even a part where he looks at the judge. He almost looks at the judge like, "Are we supposed to go to commercial now? Are we supposed to go to commercial?" And then the judge goes to break.
Now, they've been looking at all kinds of videos, and he does have witnesses that he's called to the stand. So according to Rittenhouse, he said the first man cornered him and put his hand on the barrel of his rifle. The second man hit him with a skateboard, and the third man came at him with a gun of his own. They're also trying to get a mistrial, by the way, because they're saying that the chief prosecutor was asking questions that were out of bounds, and that the judge had already told him not to ask. So they're even discussing a potential mistrial.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. I didn't understand. The judge tell you don't ask those questions, and then you ask those questions anyway. Isn't it like kind of like you asking for a mistrial?
Yeah, so that's what the judge was saying. Now, they also did say to expect closing arguments early next week. So he's on trial. These are shootings that he committed. He actually killed 2 people and wounded a third.
I don't expect anything to happen to Kyle right now.
You don't think he'll get 3 years?
I don't expect nothing to happen to him.
Well, people are divided. Some people are saying, because his take is this, right? He says that he went to Kenosha to protect people's property, and he also had claimed that he was a medic, which is a lie. Here's that part of his testimony.
Just asked you, so you're a certified EMT, and you said yes, correct?
Yes.
That was a lie, correct?
I'm not an EMT.
You're not a certified EMT. You're not an EMT of any kind. You weren't on that night, correct?
Yes.
So you lied to him, correct?
I told him I was an EMT, but I wasn't.
And you knew you were being interviewed by someone in the media when you told that lie, didn't you?
Yes.
That's wild.
And so he was saying that he was there to protect property and to also help people. And this is what ended up happening. And there was a situation where he shouldn't have been in the street where he was, right? So he knew he was going to be like inciting people and things like that. And it kind of feels like you're asking for trouble. Like you went out there like a vigilante.
That's what it sounds like.
You're not an Avenger. You ain't Batman. Sit your dumb ass down somewhere. And you know what's crazy? He reminded me of Jody. Remember after Peanut killed Snoop, and then Jody was in his bedroom crying, wiping his face with the gun, and then Ving Rhames walked in and took the gun from him. That's how Kyle Rittenhouse looked on the stand. Nah, baby boy, you man up. Man up.
Right, so we are definitely watching this, but next week, like I said, we can expect closing arguments, so we'll keep you guys updated.
I don't think nothing's going to happen to him, but that's just my own personal
I think he'll get some
opinion.
time.
I mean, he said he felt threatened, but if you feel threatened, why were you still approaching people? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you put yourself in a situation to feel threatened?
Right.
I just don't think nothing's going to happen to him. He's a young white kid. He went on there and shed fake tears, and they went to break because he was crying.
Well, he's facing
think about that.
He's facing up to life in prison, and he talks about the Car Source dealership lot because that's what he was allegedly protecting that property. He said the Car Source owner was happy that we were there that night.
Well, did the guy from Car Source give you a free car? Okay,
I'm sure not.
What was your price? All right. I don't think nothing's gonna happen to him. That's probably what's gonna happen. He's probably gonna get off, and then the Car Source dude gonna give him a free car. And then people gonna take care of people.
Talking tours, and he'll be getting money
that's
for
right.
speeches.
People gonna take care of all his legal bills.
He'll do a GoFundMe, and you already know. All right.
Damn. Man.
Well, that is your front page news.
All right, when we come back, Sean Garrett the Pen will be joining us. Sean Garrett, he's written for damn near every artist and produced for every artist. Well, written for every artist damn near in this industry, all right? And he did a majority of Summer Walker's album, right? Did he EP Summer Walker's album?
Yes, he did. He did a lot of that album, and she specifically thanked him when her album was #1.
All right, so we'll talk to Sean Garrett when we come back. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
He's still spending a lot of old money.
We got the pen. Sean Garrett. Welcome, brother.
What's up, baby?
How are you, King?
What's happening?
How is those publishing checks nowadays, man? They still rolling on time and
it's getting bigger and bigger, man. You know what I'm saying? Life is getting better. My mom used to always say, you learn a lot, you live long enough.
No, I always do wonder about that, just the whole writing aspect, because I know, that's what people like seem to live forever and make money forever off. if they own the rights to the songs.
Yeah, and like the catalog is nice.
Is it better now or before with streaming? Is streaming affected in a negative or positive way with streaming?
It's much better now
Really?
because it's like, I don't know if you guys know, but last year, actually the biggest streaming music was catalog music. So a lot of the recurring, catalog records are really streaming up.
So a lot of the older stuff that you produce are coming back up on the charts and people are streaming them like crazy.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's just like, I was really fortunate to work with some of the greatest, right? From Beyonce's Check Up On, Get Me Bodies, the Chris Brown's Run It, Give Me That, the Yes, number 14 song on the greatest hits of all time Hot 100 list.
Wow.
Britney Spears.
Britney Spears, Mary J. Blige, Enough Crime, Pussycat Dolls.
Everybody.
Fergie, London Bridge.
Listen, I want to talk about Britney Spears for a second because you know her or knew her pretty well working with her. Yeah. I know she was coming out of rehab also. You were around for all of that. So what are your thoughts when you see everything happening with her conservatorship and what's been going on with her parents and sister?
Well, I mean, I've always really liked Britney. I felt like she's, she was one of the hardest working, artists I've been around. I mean, she definitely took her craft very seriously. I mean, I can't really speculate on her, like her parents. I know it's probably complicated, you know what I'm saying? It's like, mental health is tricky, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know her particularly that deep to probably speculate on how that should work.
Did you have to deal with her dad at all or her mom?
Nah, you know what? I had a really great experience with her. Like, she just would come in, man, and just, she was pretty bubbly and she would work hard. You know what I'm saying? I had a good time working with Britney, though. I love working with her, actually. A lot of the artists earlier in my career, I feel like a lot of the artists took their craft really seriously. You know what I'm saying? They were way more dedicated to like the work. I mean, Usher, Chris Brown, them people 13 hours in the mirror. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like it was harder to get in the game back then. So being that it was so hard to get in, those people really took it serious once they got in. Like being signed, being a celebrity meant something back then.
Yeah, it really. And so now, looking at it now, like everything is so much easier for me because I've seen it. I've seen it, and I understand now. A lot of the crazy part before I just didn't know, but I was I'm very thankful.
What didn't you know?
I mean, I just didn't know the people, right? Like the crazy thing about, it was like my first song. Like my first 10 singles were like Hot 100 number ones. Like, so Sierra's Goodies was my second record. Beyonce's Check Up On It was the third one. Soulja, Lose My Breath, T-Shirt, Girl, all them songs.
So you just thought that's the way it was?
Yeah, I was just like, I was working on adrenaline for real. Like it was almost it was very competitive, like extremely competitive. And so I was dead serious. That's why, y'all probably gonna ask me this. So, but just like the verses, like that was dead serious. I was dead serious.
Yes, you were.
Yeah, I was dead serious.
Was you on anything during the verses?
Nah, man. I had two root canals that day. And by the way, so like
it did look like your face hurt. There was one.
Yeah, man. I had two root canals, and I really, as y'all know, or some people may have forgotten, like we kind of popped verses off, like for real, because it went viral.
Yeah.
We went into this. I was holding my phone. Like we didn't have the budget.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I feel like some people need do-overs from the beginning because it's so different now.
But that was the first one that was like a real versus. Like it was a competition. Like they was taking this serious, not so friendly.
Dead serious. Like I don't be playing no games with that, with the work or and me and Dream always competed. So it's sports to us. You know what I'm saying? So it was take your head off, but like dead serious.
Now, you said you feel like artists don't take it as serious as the artists back then. Why do you think that?
Well, I just think that like I always try to explain to artists that, hey man, this is for your life. So, I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to give you as much as I possibly can so I can help you see what it is that I got a chance to see. And the blessing is giving it away, right? I always look at it as an opportunity to give people what I was blessed to be able to do, right? And A lot of times I don't think artists really understand that hit song is so necessary for putting food on the table for your family for the rest of your life, right? And it's in a game, like it's dead serious. And it's like, you 22 right now, you know what I'm saying? But when you 32 and you trying to figure out what happened,
that's right.
This is what you will reflect on. You know what I'm saying?
Man, now Rogers makes $1 million off of We Are Family every year still to this day. Over $1 million off that one song, We Are Family.
Yeah. Like, I mean, publishing is the truth.
So let me ask you this about publishing deals, because we see all these right now. People have been like selling off portions of their catalog and for like huge numbers, and you have an amazing, crazy catalog. So is there a benefit for you to do that, to do a publishing deal? And
yeah, because depending on like you got to really understand the law, right? You're gonna get it back. You know what I'm saying? So it's real estate, right? It's really real estate.
You letting people lease it, really?
Yeah, you're gonna get it back if you figure out, if you know what you're doing.
So you get a nice big chunk at once that you can do whatever with, and then eventually when you recoup that money and whatever, you get it back. Is that
like in the law it's like 30 and 33 years, right? Like, so if you sell it, like in America, it's 33 years. It'll come back to your family. But the good thing about it, like when I never really, to be honest with you, I never before I even woke up and realized what I was doing, I had damn 30 number ones.
Right.
Because I never really looked at it about making money. I just really love, I'm very passionate about working and building and growing and helping others. Like, I mean, I hate to sound cliche-ish, but I really love it. I love the art of, like, a lot of people say, well, damn, why don't you keep that song for yourself, Sean? It's like, in due time, that's that's there too. You know what I mean? I'm an artist. I was an artist from day one. You know what I'm saying? But being a hit maker is something that's very, it's not an easy job.
All right, we got more with Sean Garrett. When we come back, it's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Sean Garrett. How do you evolve as a producer? You see some producers, they come strong. Then 5 years, their sound is taken, and then you don't hear from them anymore. So how do you evolve as a producer to continue to make new sounds and new music and new styles and new trends?
It's a good question, Envy. I you know what? Actually, it's like I was really fortunate because the way my parents taught me, just as a human being, the way of thinking, really helped me understand. Like, I look at the end first, right? So I look at where I want to be. I look at, what my end result is. So I approach everything from that perspective, right? So everything that I'm actually entering, it's something that I've already thought out. Right, and it's like, this is how I want this to actually happen. It doesn't happen all the time, no. But if you aim high, right, and so the goal is, I plan on not being I don't do the same song ever again, right? I'm never trying to recreate the same song. I'm never trying to recreate something I've done already. There's laws, right? It's like the law of science, the law of gravity. When it comes to like merchandising or marketing, I look at everything just like Nike do, right? And it's just like when Nike come out with that new pair of sneakers, they're not gonna come out with the same that everybody's seen already. It's gonna be new, and the way they present it, it's gonna be in a way where you're like, oh, I gotta get it. You know what I'm saying? And so I just kind of look at music the same way, right? I'd approach it from that perspective. Like the Summer Walker project is something that was completely off the grid for me, which was a very interesting and a great opportunity.
What do you mean when you say off the grid?
Because Summer's a very different type artist, right? Like, she's not as progressive as a lot of the artists I've worked with. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's very
to herself.
Yeah, very to herself. Very
doesn't do a lot of the traditional things like press and all of that stuff.
Yeah,
like
she has her own way.
We are so excited for her album.
Yo, the album is incredible, y'all. Like, I'm really excited about it as well. I got a chance to be the album executive producer on there, and thanks to my brothers like LVRN. Like, I always try to do things that are meaningful. Like, LVRN represents us, right? And so that's 5 brothers from HBCU schools, right? That all came together, and I just thought it was just such an amazing. It's amazing that 5 brothers could actually work together, right, and build a company, right, and be able to share, the ups and downs, and it's hard business, right? And so that's one of the reasons why I'm so compassionate about this project. And at the same time, getting a chance to know Summer. A lot of people told me at first too, like she was, yo man, she's gonna be difficult to work with, or she doesn't this or she doesn't that. No, I actually had a great time working with her. I mean, she wasn't.
I'm sure you've heard that about other artists before.
Yeah. You hear that,
especially with women. They do that with women a lot.
Yeah. I think that's bullshit too. Like I have to see it myself. You know what I'm saying? And so I really had a great time working with her. And some things like the first single, y'all
X for a reason.
Yeah, y'all may have heard that she did.
A lot of people didn't like that. They didn't like that. The internet didn't like that. They was like, this isn't Summer sound.
Yeah, but see, they gotta. Well, we were trying to build her audience too. You know what I'm saying? She had already peaked in urban, so I get that everything y'all want on the album, it's on the album. Trust me, it is on there. It's a
just
great
heard a preview.
Yeah, but we gotta also build. You know what I'm saying? I mean, those guys got a budget. They got to pay money back. You know what I'm saying? Like, got to keep the lights on.
I always wonder about stuff like that when people say, you got to branch outside of urban, which is black, right? Because to me, Usher, those albums were super R&B.
X for a reason. What I mean? X for a reason is black. That's black. You know what I mean? It's that picture X for a reason, though.
So what do you mean when you say branch out of urban? Like, what did y'all do differently?
Well, it's like, we didn't. A lot of people, I guess, her fans are so enamored with her, right? Which is a beautiful thing, right? It's a beautiful thing to build that type of thing. But at the same time, like she came out as that type of artist, but you got to grow, right? And so, there's only so many urban stations, right? But how many rhythmic stations are there at iHeart, right? And that's a lot. There's a lot of stations, right? And I mean, what's happening in Japan, what's happening in London, what's happening in, I mean, she's a global artist. She should be. I mean, we want her to win Grammys. We want her to be nominated for Grammys. You know what I mean? Her last album was amazing and it wasn't nominated. Like, that's bull.
Isn't black music the global culture right now, though? Like, our sound, our style is being taken from everybody. Even those rhythmic stations, the artists on there are making, like, R&B records, hip-hop records.
I think sometimes people misunderstand the idea of growing, right? It's not like you're selling out. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying it's like we are. Yeah, that's the point. We are the culture, right? And so we also have the ability to translate outside of our hood.
That's right.
Right? And so that's the same thing you guys have been able to figure out, right? It's like you all have this amazing show. It's well balanced. You know what I'm saying? And it's translated and in and outside of where we grew up. You know what I'm saying?
When you say balance, it's about being who she truly really is, but also being able to expand your sound.
Exactly. And it wasn't like we're trying to change. We knew going in at, hear the first song, they're like, oh my God, you guys don't wreck the shit. No. It's like, nah. And then when everybody saw the video, it's like, oh shit, like we really, okay. And so then, when you hear the album, it's going to make sense. You're going to be like, oh shit, because that bitch your X for a reason though is an anthem it's an empowering song for women, right? Because she's checking the guy, she's checking the ex, she's checking the new chick and any other chick that maybe.
See, you know why people love that from Summer Walker too? It's because we've seen so much of her life play out on social media. Point. So it makes it more relatable because you listen to it and you're like, I know exactly what she's talking about, who she's talking about. And I think that's important. That's part of the reason why people can't wait for this album, because she went through a very public breakup. She's moved on. She's happy in love with somebody else. And so we don't know where it's going to take us. But we think about some of those albums that, like, people still love Toni Braxton just because of what she was going through. Or Amy Winehouse or Mary J. Blige, right? And those
that's
mean a lot.
And that's such a great point, Angie. It's like, people, like, our people gotta be patient too. Like, y'all, like that's what I don't like about social media. It's like everything gotta be like right now. You gotta see everything. I'm like, damn, give it a minute. Let this roll out. Let us roll out let her roll out her play, right, or her plan. But it was great, man. It was just like, I think this is probably one of the best R&B albums.
We are the Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Sean Garrett. Yeah.
What happens when you have to choose who you give a song to? Like, so you might have a hit song and maybe one person wants it, but so does somebody else. They both heard it. How do you make a decision?
Man, I had that. I remember one time Diddy got mad. Boy, Diddy wanted this song. That Loving You No More. Loving you no more.
Yeah.
Today's Diddy's birthday too, by the way. But go ahead.
Yeah, happy birthday, Diddy.
I thought he did that though.
I did that. I wrote that. Yeah. And man, somebody else wanted it, and he was pissed. Like he was like, "Yo, I never seen him act. I never seen somebody that's so mad."
Who wanted it?
Should I tell you?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so it was Mario. It was Mario wanted the record.
Okay.
And Diddy was pissed. Like he was not having it. Yeah.
That's interesting though. I mean, it's interesting because that says a lot about you. Because a lot of people say, "Let me go with the bigger star. Let me just give the bigger star the record."
Mm-hmm.
But Mario's very talented.
No, man. I mean, Breakup was.
Yeah.
Breakup was my song for my album, and so and Mario, man, he, I'm saying this with the utmost respect. He needed a hit. He needed a hit at that time, and so I decided to share it with him. And I told his manager at the time was Jay Irvin, and Jay Irvin was like, "Yo, bro, I need this record." I was like, "I told you before I played it for you, it was my record." Like, but he's like, "Man, I really need this record for him." And I was like, "I'll do a deal with you. We'll share the record." And so, and that's the kind of shit I do, man.
That's a good compromise. You did that with Goodies too, right? Wasn't that for Britney Spears or something originally?
No, Goodies I did specifically for Sierra.
Yeah, I can't see Britney doing Goodies.
Yeah.
Especially after seeing her dance.
There was a song though I did for Britney that I gave to somebody else though.
What song was that? The publishing checks come in regardless. You can't stop
remember.
You can't remember so many songs.
Yeah, I think that Goodies was like Sierra she was a little baby, man. She was a little girl. And
so when Diddy called you, he screamed like, "You gonna get a record to Mario?"
Nah, he wasn't screaming at me. He was screaming at his manager. He was going crazy. Cause I love Diddy. I love all these people, but I'm telling you, I cross the line. I turn into a human. I don't give a who it is.
Does Beyonce take reign over anybody? Like when she said, "Nah, I want that."
Oh,
you can't tell Beyonce no.
Yeah, I don't be telling B no.
See, that's the one artist you be like, "Look, I'm sorry, I gotta take this record back."
Yeah, that's one of them calls you be like, yeah, nah, I ain't gonna be able to do that one. Cause she has done so much for my. That's a good example. I didn't know what they were doing for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I just didn't get it. Like I was thankful. I was just working, but
man, you were spoiled in a way too, right? Having all those that number one back to back. You didn't know what the struggle as a songwriter felt like, did you?
That might be a good point. I just know I worked crazy. She gave me so many opportunities. It was just now that I think about it, y'all, like, damn, all them songs, like, damn, I was like, I went to do, I was only supposed to do Is She the Reason with Destiny Child. Wow. That was the first song. I thought I was just going there to do one song. Turning to Girl and T-shirt and Soulja and Lose My Breath. And, then one day she was leaving. She was just she had a movie. She was doing this movie. And she was like, she was just always so sweet to me. But she had this damn movie. She was like, "Hey, Sean, I got this little movie that I'm doing. This was the Pink Panther." She was like, "I got this little movie I'm doing, and we need to do this song for the soundtrack." And I was just acting like was normal. But now that I think about it, I'm like, what? That ended up being check up on it.
Wow.
Like,
that's huge.
Crazy.
That
like,
means she trusts you. And that's so important for artists to have a trust with somebody that they work with.
I remember reading that you said you owe your career to Beyonce.
I do. Like they really, really were very, very, very giving to me. Like, I had to deliver, but at the same time, man, like they really looked out for me on a number of occasions when I really just didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? It was like I was a kid. Like,
well, what kind of artists are you looking to sign?
I love Angela. You be on your you going back to the so the type of artists that we're looking for are artists that really have the opportunity or have the ability. There's a lot of artists today that don't get the help, right? And not monetarily, just the common sense. You know what I'm saying? Like
development.
The development.
A&R is dead.
You know what I'm saying?
A&R is dead.
And nobody's helping them, and so like artists are really struggling too. Like the whole pressure from social media is a lot. It's some of these kids are really depressed because I get a chance to talk to them, And this is not the conversation that people hear. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, you know, they're acting as if like, yeah, everybody's just putting their music out and everything's streaming and all kind of shit's happening. And that ain't really, that looks like that. But there's a lot of these kids that's really having a difficult time because, you know, it's like either you have a hit song or you don't. And once you put a record out that shit don't really work, that's it. You know what I'm saying? And so then what do you do, right? And they're having a hard time trying to, you know, stay on. You know, you got the pressure of people clowning you and you know, saying that it didn't work, and it's even worse. Like it's really bad now. You know, people just go online and say anything about you. So what we're trying to do is create this opportunity for the work, the help that the same thing that I would do for an artist like Chloe, like Chloe. Like Chloe's not my artist, but if I had Chloe, I knew exactly what to do. Like I know exactly what to tell her.
What?
I know exactly what kind of song to do. Like exactly.
Really?
Chloe, come get that Sean Garrett record.
Okay, I saw y'all with
By the way,
DJ Louis V the other day in Atlanta.
Yeah,
together.
that was really cool.
I would think Beyonce would put that together. That's Beyonce artist. I would think Beyonce would be like, yo, you know, you need to get with.
Yeah, but I think sometimes she probably, you know. But okay, so here's the particulars though. So Chloe is a producer.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? She's a producer. So she may or may not know yet. Like she may not know what she's missing yet.
Right.
Not saying that she's missing anything, but I'm saying that's the point. You know what I'm saying? It's like when I go work with someone, I know what to do.
Sean, always a pleasure, King.
I love y'all, man.
Appreciate you. Love you too.
Congrats on everything,
Absolutely.
too.
Man, this has been great, man. Appreciate y'all, man.
Right.
And, much success to y'all.
Thank you, brother. It's Sean Garrett. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Start with your mama, she should have whooped you. But you ain't. But she don't care 'cause you lit.
Fourth baby mama.
Now is the perfect time.
Summer Walker.
Now is the perfect time for any woman that you're dealing with, you know, to get on her Summer Walker vibes. Because when she get upset with you and get angry at you and get bitter with you, you don't got to spend the holidays with them. You don't got to buy no Christmas gifts. So
that's how you look at it.
So let her,
I'm sure you guys want to spend some time with your woman over the
by
holidays.
yourself.
Not
You
if
want to
she
be cuddled
bitter.
up.
Not if she bitter. Don't bring that negative energy around here over
Well,
the
if
holidays.
you mess up,
You cause that negative energy.
I'm just over here.
You selfish, bro.
I'm just over here minding mine.
You selfish.
Okay? I'm
You
just over here
selfish.
trying to be the best version of myself, and
But
here you go.
You caused that energy, though. You
well,
caused
if
it.
a guy
You did
messes
this
up
to
and
me.
then he's happy that he doesn't have to buy you a gift or spend the holidays with you, he's not the one.
If you're the fourth baby mama, you made a choice. All right? Okay.
Well,
You
shout out
made a
to all the
choice.
fourth baby mamas.
Salute to all the fourth baby mamas out there. Dropping the clues bomb for all the
like
fourth baby mamas who made a choice to be with a man who had 3 other baby mamas.
Well, if you're going to shout out the fourth, you got to shout out the fifth.
Shout out to first. No, shout out to the first, the second, and the third. Okay.
Hey, life happens.
Life does happen. Very
All
true.
right, let's get to the rumors. Let's talk Travis Scott.
It's about time. What's going on?
Rumor report. Rumor report. This is the Rumor Report
Talk to him.
with Angela Yee on the Breakfast
And we're
Club.
not baby mama shaming, all right? Just we're not baby mama
I
shaming.
don't know what we're doing.
I don't know either, but I don't want to see mad baby mamas out in front. I don't want to see
No,
that.
please, baby mamas. We don't need no fourth baby mama protest. That'll be a first for the Breakfast Club.
That'll be the first.
We've had a lot of protests, but the fourth baby mama want to be wild.
That'll be a first.
I'm gonna come out there and join you.
You're a fourth baby mama?
Fourth baby daddy.
Oh.
I got 4 kids. You know what I mean?
I'm a little
From
past.
one woman though. I don't know if that counts.
I'm a little past y'all. All right, where we start, Yeezy?
All right, so there have been at least 58 lawsuits and counting filed over the Astro World tragedy as investigators and attendees are trying to find out what actually happened. They're saying this could take up to months to even finish this investigation. But right now, authorities are saying that first responders began to receive word of injuries in the crowd around 9:30 p.m. and the show continued for another 40 minutes. Here is the Houston Police Chief Troy Finner talking at a press conference yesterday. Here's who he's saying is responsible.
The ultimate authority to end a show is with production and the entertainer, okay? And that should be through communication with public safety officials.
What?
So did public safety officials tell the producers to stop the show?
Yeah, no, the public safety, which would be the police department, would have to say pull a plug, and then they would pull a plug.
That don't sound like he was saying who's responsible, because how would an artist and producers know to stop the show if public safety officials didn't tell them?
Didn't tell them what was going on, right?
Yeah, he just said it has to happen between communication between public safety officials, the producer,
correct,
and the artist. So did the public safety officials tell the producers this is a dangerous situation. We need to stop the show?
Well, they're still investigating, so we don't know all those answers yet. But Houston Fire Chief Samuel Pena told CNN if the lights would have been turned on, if the promoter or the artist called for that, it would have chilled the crowd. And who knows what the outcome would have been. But everybody in that venue, starting from the artist on down, has a responsibility for public safety. Now, Travis Scott's attorney has made a statement as well. He said that there's been a lot of finger pointing and inconsistent messages and backtracking of statements. He also said that, right now, Travis Scott his heart is bleeding for his fans, and he wants to reach out to people. He would love to reach out to the families. He's doing everything in his power to make sure that no fan ever loses their life at another concert. He's angry. He's upset that this happened. But the finger pointing is unproductive, and at his heart, he just wants to make sure something like this never happens
They're doing
again.
a lot of finger pointing.
You know why, though? Because this is a situation where, like, everybody that's involved has some sort of a responsibility, but nobody wants to be held accountable.
But you can't blame it on the artist. Like, you can't. When the artist is up there on that stage, and let's say people are passed out, you don't know if it's dehydration. You don't know what it is. And unless somebody tells him, like, this is what's happening, and I can. But if nobody tells me, I don't know.
I would think that's public safety officials' job.
And if public safety knows, the police department knows, they have the right to stop those shows, in my opinion. I don't know. There's a lot of
Well, so far
people.
they have not filed any official charges. They're still just investigating. So it's not, we don't even know if they're going to file charges. All right.
Talking about a court of public opinion.
Now, Live Nation, they're saying, has sought to protect itself from lawsuits, even though there's scores of them coming in. So they did some research on TMZ, and they said there is a liability waiver in Texas that would almost certainly provide cover for basic negligence, something that they know for a fact concert goers are alleging. So they said you voluntarily assume all risks and danger incidental to the event for which the ticket is issued, whether occurring before, during, or after the event, and you waive any claims for personal injury or death against us. That is the online waiver. So what it doesn't provide is protection against gross negligence. And there's some of those claims that are going to be brought in court as well.
Yeah, I don't see how Live Nation gets out of this one. I mean, that's
well, if you sign a liability waiver, where you're saying it's not our fault if something happens to you while you're here.
I feel like this situation is gross negligence, though.
Yeah, so we'll see. Like we said, we don't know everything that's going to happen. Now, there were also reports that a security guard got stuck in the neck with some type of drugs, right? And so now they're saying that wasn't true. Here is the Houston Police Department Chief Finner saying that's not what happened.
We did locate that security guard. His story is not consistent with that. He says he was struck in his head. He went unconscious. He woke up in the security tent. He says that no one injected drugs in him.
See, now this is where it goes crazy, because the police department were the ones that said, like, what? It wasn't a rumor. The police department said that a guy got stuck, a security guard got stuck in the neck, and they had to give him, what was the thing? Narcan to get him revived. That's what the police department said.
Yeah, I didn't know that came from the police department.
That came from he said that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I didn't know
that was earlier reports, and now they're saying...
Now it's
according to that security guard,
That's
that is
wild.
not what happened. And Travis Scott just canceled a $5.5 million one-off show that was supposed to take place in Saudi Arabia.
How much?
$5.5 million for one show.
I'm sure he's distraught.
Yeah, he is, definitely. All right, well, that is your rumor report.
All right, thank you, Miss E. Charlamagne, who you giving that donkey to?
What happened?
I'm just sitting there thinking that he get $5 million a show.
5.5.
God dang.
5.5. Don't skip out on the 500,000.
5.5. Wow. All right. These guys are getting money for real.
Yeah.
Donkey of the Day is going to a young woman named Shannon Norris. She's from Atlanta, but this situation happened in Florida, so I have to give Florida the blame.
Giving Florida blame
I'm
regardless.
sorry, Florida. This is your fault. We'll talk about it for after the hour.
Goodness. All right. We'll get to it next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Warner Brother Pictures presents King Richard, based on a true story that will inspire the world. Watch Will Smith's portrayal of Richard Williams, father of two of the greatest sports legends, Venus, Serena, and A Plan for Greatness. In theaters and on HBO Max. King Richard, November 19th, rated PG-13.
You make sure you tell them to watch out for Florida, man.
The craziest people in America come from the Bronx and all of Florida. Yes, you are a donkey.
A Florida man attacked an ATM for a very strange reason. It gave him too much money. Florida man is arrested after deputies say he rigged the door to his home in an attempt to electrocute his pregnant wife. Police arrested an Orlando man for attacking a flamingo.
It's the Breakfast Club, bitches.
Donkey of the day with Charlamagne the God. I don't know why y'all keep letting him get y'all like this.
Yes, Donkey of the Day for Thursday, November 11th goes to an Atlanta woman named Dashannon Norris. All right, she's 49 years old. She's from Atlanta, but Florida, y'all have to take the blame for this one because it happened in Pensacola, Florida. All right, this woman was perfectly fine until she went to Florida and drank that water. All right, that Florida water different. I'm not talking about the good Florida water that is used in spiritual work and cleansing. I'm talking about whatever is coming out the taps in Florida. Okay, whatever is in that water makes you nuts. You can go down there just to visit and end up being a whole Florida fool just by drinking the water. Okay, that's why I only drink bottled water when I go to Florida, because I don't want to end up possessed by the spirit of dreadlock gunplay. All right, drop on the clues bombs for my guy Gunplay. He don't got dreads anymore. All right, he's a changed man, but dreadlock gunplay was nuts. All right, now even though Dashannon is getting Donkey of the Day, I can truly see both sides. See, Dashannon is a God-fearing woman. She knows God. And when you know God, you want everyone else to know God, but you can't force God upon people. And that's what Dashannon did. She tried to force God upon a family member. See, Dashannon wanted the family to pray for her mother's health. I repeat, she gathered people around her family to pray for her mother's health. And these savages in Florida, these menaces to society, these individuals who clearly don't care about God, or Dashannon's mom, said, nah, all right, we not praying for your mother. Now, that would piss off the average person, I would think. All right, I don't care how much of a healed version of yourself you are. Somebody tell you that they don't want to pray for your mother's health. Like, you just want to gather people around and have a prayer for your mama's health, and somebody says, nah? You disrespecting God and my mama. Well, Dashannon definitely felt disrespected, and this is how she decided to respond. See, Dashannon, after her family did not comply with the prayer, she decided to pin said family member against the wall and take a bite out of him. Yes, she bit him. Okay, according to police reports, Norris attempted to get the entire family to pray for her mother's health. When the family members basically said, F your mama, Norris then dragged the family member down a hallway by his arm. When he resisted, Norris pinned him against the wall and bit him. According to arrest reports, the victim's shirt was ripped by Norris as he began to flee. Dashannon then started screaming that the family was possessed. And by the way, she might be right. This is why you don't go visit your family that lives in Florida. All right, go be a tourist. Go to Disney World, go to Universal Studios, go lay out on the beach in Miami, go to the licking. But going to visit family in Florida, do you know how contagious Florida foolishness is? All right, it's a risk. It's a danger to go visit family in Florida. Now, when officers came on the scene, they found a full mouth bite mark on the victim's left pectoral muscle. The area of the muscle was bruised and included broken skin with bleeding on the upper part of the bite mark. Now, I'm not making excuses for Dashannon or justifying what she did, but there is a lesson in this. All of this happened because he rejected some prayer. All of this happened because he rejected doing something good for another person, something that would have cost him nothing. All she wanted was for him to participate in a prayer for her mother, and he said, nah. Why? All you had to do was be kind. And this is why you should always be kind, because you never know what someone else is going through. And clearly, Dashannon is going through something. Now, we could ask questions like, why didn't the family member want to pray for Dashannon's mother? We can ask questions like, why would Dashannon bite him because of this? We can ask questions like, why would Dashannon think the family is possessed? Well, the answer to all those questions is one word, 2 syllables. Florida. Or is it 3 syllables? Florida. It's 2? Florida.
It's 2.
Florida. Florida, ladies and gentlemen. Florida.
Florida.
Please give Dashannon Norris the sweet sounds of the Hamiltons.
Florida.
Oh, now you are the donkey
Florida.
of the day.
You show us anything?
You are the donkey
Florida.
of the day. Yeehaw.
Florida.
It might be 3 syllables, bro.
Florida or Florida?
It's 3, right?
Florida.
Yeah, Florida.
Florida.
Florida. When you country, you say Florida.
Florida.
Florida, but that's 2. Florida's actually from Good Times. That was
yeah, I know
Mama on
Florida.
Good
Yeah,
Times.
she was. Yeah, I
Florida.
love her as an actress.
Florida. That's the Rolling. Dropping the clues bombs for Esther Roller.
Flow Rider. Shout to Flow Rider too.
Clues to Flow Rider.
Drop a bomb for Flow Rider.
Yeah, dropping the clues bomb for Flow Rider. It's either 2 or 3 syllables, but y'all know what we talking about.
Yeah, you know what we talking about. All right.
The state that's shaped like a gun.
There you go. All right. Up next, Ask Yee. 800-585-1051. If you need relationship advice or any type of advice, call Yee now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Come on.
Need relationship advice? Need personal advice? Just need real advice. Call up now for Ask Yee.
Keep it real.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. It's time for Ask Yee. Hello, who's this?
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
My question. Good morning. I just want to say I love y'all. This is my favorite podcast to listen to get me through the workday.
We are a podcast.
Yee, I just want to say congrats on your coffee shop.
Thank you, love.
I love your video options. So my question today, I've had some issues with my boyfriend. We've been dating for 6 years, and video games have been an issue for us. And I just want to know, what is something that you would recommend as far as just a happy medium for us to come to a conclusion with the video games?
How much does he play?
So we've kind of come to a compromise, but so usually he'll come get off work, which is around 4, and he'll play sometimes overnight, which is probably well into 11 and 12 p.m. And we've had so many arguments about this. I know this is something that he loves, so I want him to have an outlet when he gets home. But what can you say about that? Men in their 30s playing video games.
Well, I understand that for him, it could help him, like if he's got some type of stress, it's therapeutic for him.
Yeah.
He enjoys his video games, but that sounds like a whole lot. And I also feel like it feels like you want some time with him.
Yeah, because my time gets missed. When he's done, usually he's exhausted, he's tired, so he'll just be going to sleep, and then we, work the next day. And so I'm just like, how do we come up with like a happy medium or a compromise? Because this is something he enjoys. I want him to have an outlet.
You know what I think? Well, and I think that's great. Of course, you want to enjoy it, but you don't want it to be overkill, and you want some time with your man. And the approach is always, baby, I want some time with you. So it's not that I don't want you to have a good time, but I want us to make plans together and make plans together. It might be, okay, this movie's coming out on Netflix on Friday. Let's do a Netflix and chill night. Let's get some wine. And you just got to make some real plans. Let's go to the comedy club. Such and such is going to be there. And I think he seems like he'll go along with it because you said you guys have already compromised.
Yeah, and we've had, this has just been an ongoing argument for us that has, it's been frustrating. But I think we're finally coming down to, an understanding. So, but that was great. That was great advice. Yeah, man. And look, maybe you should learn how to play some of them games too and surprise him. You know what? I've actually considered that, and maybe I can beat him at his own, that damn 2K.
Yeah, because that would be actually kind of funny if you learn how to play a little something and practice.
She plays those video games.
Yeah, so I think that'll be a fun compromise. But I do understand the need for couples to spend time together, to make plans together, to get out of the house, to get from in front of the TV. And so I think it's just up to you to be proactive. And
being in somebody's presence is different from spending time to me.
Right. So, let's make it happen.
Yes, let's make it happen. Well, I want to give y'all flowers. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Uncle Charla, I love you. Yo, 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 yo. Uncle Charla, my birthday just passed. I turned 30 on Halloween. So I just wanted to let you guys know I turned 30 on Halloween. And I really have been dying for one of those books, Black Privilege, Shallow Waters. I would love if you could send me those.
I got
All right,
you.
well, hold on. We're going to get your information.
Too, so just hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
Ask Yee, 800-585-1051. If you need relationship advice, hit it now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Get some real advice with Angela Yee. It's Ask Yee.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We're in the middle of Ask Yee. Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Brittany.
Hey, is it me you're looking for?
Oh, my gosh.
Okay.
Right. What's your question for Yee?
So, first of all, good morning, Angela, Envy, and Charlamagne.
Good morning.
Yee, my question for you is, how can I prevent my past relationship traumas from ruining something that I'm in right now that's really, really beautiful? Like, if relationship PTSD was a thing, I have it.
I'm sure you do. A lot of us have that PTSD from past relationships. We all do. The fact that you can identify that and want to work on it is already a great sign. So I would really suggest, have you ever done or gotten any type of like therapy or just kind of worked through those issues?
Yes. I've actually been in therapy for about a year now.
Okay.
And I thought everything was, I thought I was on the up and up. However, this man that I've been with for about 9 months now has given me no reason to, not trust him. But I still have those moments when I want to just wig out.
You know what? These are the things that I have to tell myself too, because I had some past relationship trauma as well, right? So some things, and I've said this before, but I do lead with giving people the benefit of the doubt and giving them trust until they prove me wrong. I know some people do the opposite, but you don't, like you said, want to ruin something that's going really well because of your past relationships. And I never want to give people who dog me out the power to feel like they can affect my life moving forward. And so that's one thing that I always tell myself. I'm not going to let this D-head from before affect how great my relationship is going now. But another thing that I also have to tell myself is the things that happened to me in the past that were bad are the reason why I'm here now. All those past relationships, aren't you glad you're not with those people anymore?
Absolutely, but they're still affecting me.
Right. And I get it. Look, a lot of us have past trauma, but I also feel like the reason you're with this great guy now is because those guys made space for you to be single and find this person at the right time. And I also feel like you can't prevent certain things from happening. No matter how much you might want to be mad about things or read too much into things or go through somebody's phone or their email or whatever it is, whatever's going to happen, people are going to do what they're going to do regardless. And you make it even worse. You don't want to push somebody away because of things that you've gone through. So I suggest that you have great communication with him. Always let him know, like, if something's bothering you, but be reasonable when you talk about it.
And I do, and he's really well about understanding and helping me process through this. But it's almost like when I have these moments, I don't want to keep bringing it up to him. Like, okay, babe, let's talk. Because at some point, he's going to be like, okay, girl, like,
and hopefully those moments get less and less as he has. Yeah. And, it is part of the process. And if he loves you, he'll understand that. But I also want to encourage you, when he's doing great and amazing things for you, talk about that too.
And I do. I praise him all the time.
Right. And so I'm sure he knows what you've been through. And that's what he's there for too, to be able to talk to you. Now, if you feel like you're overdoing it and you're irrational, then you might need to find somebody else to talk to. Because you shouldn't always be placing that burden on him. But like, if it's getting less and less, that's really what we want. If it's something major and you need to talk to him, fine. Sometimes there's certain things that you might have to check yourself.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much.
All right. And look, you found a good man, girl. Hold on to that one. That's not easy.
I'm not coming up off of this one.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, Ask Yee, 800-585-1051. If you need relationship advice or any type of advice, you can call Yee. Now we got rumors on the way.
Yes, and we'll tell you who just sold off $5 billion in stock.
All right, we'll get into that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
It's time.
She's spilling the tea. This is The Rumor Report with Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
Let me tell you something. Elon Musk loves Twitter and getting feedback from people on there, because after he did a poll on Twitter, he made a promise, right? He sold off about 4.5 million shares of Tesla stock. He raised over $5 billion doing that.
Wow.
So about $1.1 billion of that will go toward paying tax obligations for stock options. And, last weekend he said he would sell 10% of his holdings in the company, which is worth more than $20 billion based on the result of a poll that he conducted on Twitter.
I mean, I love it. I think I'm going to get myself a Tesla. The way gas prices are shooting up like crazy.
Right, it's time.
And the fact that, they have all these different places all over the country where you could charge your car for free. Yeah, I think it's time for me to get a Tesla.
Are they expensive?
I don't know. I've never really looked at it.
But a lot of cars are expensive right now, too, more than usual. All right, now Kanye West and Soulja Boy have squashed their feud. Apparently, Kanye posted a text exchange between the two of them. He texted Soulja Boy, "Yo, it's Ye, love you, bro. I should have told you I wasn't going to use the verse." Soulja Boy responded, "Love you too, bro. That's all I wanted."
He gonna be here tomorrow.
Yes, he is. Another thing that I'm sure we're going to have to talk about tomorrow, he was live and he was going at Young Dolph. Young Dolph says that he makes $100,000 per show, but Soulja Boy says that's all cap. So Key Glock also had said he was the first person who did like a 3D billboard. So here is what Soulja Boy had to say on his live.
I did the Flying Lambo 4 months ago on my birthday. Right. Flying Lambo 3D. Same thing. You really copied the same thing I did, but just put it on a billboard, bro. Boom, let that go. But so look, you started the opening for the trolling right there. You tagged me talking about at Soulja Boy on the first rapper, so that was cool. I'll with Key Glock. It's still cool. This nigga Dolph gonna talk about some, I'm an independent, I'm getting $100K a show. Man, stop it. I get in the motherfucking comments and say that's cap. Y'all signed to Empire. Y'all not independent. I'm independent. So what the this really about? This get mad because I come in the comments and say that's cap.
Well, he will be here tomorrow.
Yeah, so just to prove that, he also said this on his live.
Breakfast Club tomorrow. Shout out to Charlamagne the guy. Y'all didn't do nothing but gave me some more to talk about. You talking about Breakfast Club tomorrow?
By the way, he was scheduled to be here tomorrow before the
BS,
that Young Dolph Drake stuff. And he's going to be on the God's Honest Truth, my late night talk show tomorrow night at 10 p.m. He was scheduled to do that prior to, so...
All right, now
we ain't fueling no beefs.
Jaden Smith was on Red Table Talk, and one thing that he did was talk about his experiences using mushrooms. Both of y'all still haven't done mushrooms.
No,
but even Jaden Smith has done it. Here's what he had to say.
And during that experience, I understood what ego was for the first time. It was always in my head talking, telling me what I was and what I wasn't. And for the first time, I had like a ego dissolution where I was like, that was the moment that really changed me. You get to a place in your life where you're blocked by something, whether it's a trauma, whether it's your emotions, your ego, not being able to express yourself. And then I feel like psychedelics are a way to tear down that wall and see what's beyond it.
I'm skipping mushrooms. The reason I'm going to skip mushrooms is because I know there's a lot of people that do mushrooms for spiritual reasons, but it seems like a lot of people do it for recreation. I'm going to ayahuasca because ayahuasca, every time I hear about it, it's only for spiritual reasons. That's what I want to do.
He also, and Jada Pinkett Smith was talking about how it does help you with mental health issues, and people use it for that and for depression. She said she had struggled with depression, and it was crippling, and so she said that was one of the things that actually led that experimentation. All right, and T-Pain, it looks like his car was repoed. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but he posted a video of it while it was going down.
Nothing to do. I gotta take it.
And he posted, if you have somebody watching your money, make sure you have somebody watching them too. The good news is I've been here before and I know how to bounce back, so F it. Y'all be careful out here, man, and watch your business like you watch your bitches. See y'all on the brighter side.
Wow. T-Pain had been making some really great business moves from what I've seen, so...
Right, I don't think he doesn't have the money, but apparently somebody dropped the ball.
And so repo cars usually take some time. It's not going to be 30, 60 days. It's usually
but maybe the bill doesn't come to him and somebody else was supposed to be handling his finances. Who knows? All right, well, that is your rumor report.
All right, thank you, Miss Yee. Now, shout to Revolt. This is our... tomorrow is Revolt's last day.
Yes, it's our last day on Revolt.
Forever.
Period. Not just for the holidays.
Forever.
But forever.
Yeah. So shout.
But I will be
Revolt.
at the Revolt Music Conference today. Revolt Summit.
Yeah. Shout to every member of the Revolt team that has ever worked up here. We appreciate you guys. Shout to Steve. Shout to there's so
Anthony.
many people. I said Anthony. Sharice. Ty. Yeah. Shout to everybody that worked at Revolt. Yeah. It is our last day tomorrow on Revolt. So shout to you guys. All right. People's Choice Mix is up next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Angela here talking about my friends at the General Insurance. They offer flexible payment plans and the ability to choose your payment date. Plus, they let you choose how you pay, whether that's with cash, card, or check. Call 800-GENERAL or visit thegeneral.com to learn more today. Some restrictions apply.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, shout to Revolt. Angela Yee and I are heading out to Atlanta for the Revolt Music Conference.
Yeah, the Revolt Summit, I think it is now, right? Is it?
Yes.
Okay, yes. So we'll be there.
So can't wait to see you guys in Atlanta. And Charlamagne, you got your show coming on this Friday night?
Yes, sir. My show comes on Friday night at 10 p.m. on Comedy Central, The God's Honest Truth. And this week we got Ed Sheeran and Soulja Boy on. And our topic of discussion, not with Ed Sheeran and Soulja Boy, but it's going to be called American Patriotism. Since it's Veterans Day, man. Salute to all the veterans out there. And, you know, America be out here acting like they so patriotic, but they be fronting on the veterans. So we're going to talk about it.
Okay. All right. Well, positive note next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, shout out to Sean Garrett for joining us this morning.
Yes, indeed. And for that amazing Summer Walker album that he helped with.
All right. And Charlamagne, you got a positive note?
Yeah, man. The positive note is simple, man. Real simple. When you find good people, keep them close. Enough said.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?